Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with lesson 6. The done key means a key to do all the things. And in the value corner, the values for today are helpful and kind hearted. So, this story motivates you to be a helpful and kind hearted person. Let's begin with the story. Go away, you donkey. Monty Monkey rebuked Donkey Tom. So this story is about one donkey whose name is Tom. So as you can see, he is being scolded by one monkey who tells him to go away. Poor Tom left the place morosely, so very sadly he leaves the place. On the way, he kept thinking, why do all the animals consider me stupid and good for nothing? Whenever Tom expressed his opinion, giving some suggestions, the other animals shrugged him away. So he thought that whenever he was going to suggest something to anyone, the others always used to shoot him away. So he was very sad. Suddenly, Tom saw a big crowd. People had come to hear a wise man who was preaching. So he heard a wise man who was giving moral advice to the people. He was saying, we should always help others. Then only we will get love and respect from others. Tom heard the man's saying. So that man was saying to the people to always help others. So if we will help others, the others will love and respect us. So Tom decided that he would always help others. So he wanted love and respect from others. So he thought that he should help others. But how will people come to know that I am ready to help them? Thought Tom. But he found a way out. He wrote on a placard, ever ready to help, and hung it around his neck and started roaming. So Tom thought that I am ready to help others, but how others will come to know that I am going to help them? So, what he did, he wrote on one placard, ever ready to help, and he hung it around his neck and he started roaming so that other people could read what was written on his neck. What kind of help can you give? Asked Pickle Parrot. Whatever help you want, replied Tom. I want some money. Will you lend me some? Money? I don't have any, but I can do whatever job you give me, said Tom eagerly. So Pickle Parrot asked for some money. So the donkey said that I don't have any money, but if you want me to do some job, I can do it for you. Who? You are still a good for nothing fellow. Pickle Parrot made a face at him. Hearing this, Tom just moved on. He had walked a little when Bunty saw him. Bunty Bear had a sweets shop. On reading the placard hanging on the donkey, he called him. Look, my servant is on leave today. I have to go to market for an urgent work. I will be obliged if you look after my shop in my absence, requested Bunty. So when Bunty Bear, who was running a sweets shop, when he saw the placard on which it was written "Ever ready to help," he requested Tom to look after his shop as he was to go to the market for some urgent work. So he said, I will be very obliged and grateful if you look after my shop in my absence. No need to worry, Bunty. I will gladly take care of your shop. You go with a relaxed mind, said Tom happily. He was glad to get an opportunity to help somebody in need. Thank you, Tom. I will be back within an hour. I will then give you some fresh sweets to eat, said Bunty. As soon as Bunty left, Tom sat on a big stone seat lying outside the shop. A little later, some mischievous animals saw that there was nobody in Bunty's shop. They went in and began to feast on the sweets. So this Tom, he just sat outside the shop, and when some animals who were troublemakers, when they saw that there was nobody in the shop, they just entered the shop and started eating the sweets. Tom kept looking at them thinking, Bunty did not ask me to stop anybody from entering the shop. So Tom didn't stop them. He thought that Bunty only asked me to look after the shop, but he didn't ask me to stop anyone from entering the shop. So he didn't stop those troublemakers. After some time, when Bunty returned, he was shocked to see his shop ransacked. So when Bunty returned, he was very shocked when he saw that his shop was all damaged. You stupid donkey, I asked you to take care and you went to sleep. You silly animal, shouted Bunty angrily. I was not sleeping, Bunty. I can tell you the names of all those who came into your shop and ate the sweets. I was looking after them when they were looting. You did not you did not tell me not to let anyone enter the shop. So Bunty said, I was not sleeping. I was just looking after them. I didn't stop them because you didn't tell me not to let anyone enter the shop. Now fulfill your promise of giving me sweets. So Tom asked Bunty that you promised me to give me sweets if I look after your shop. So now you keep your promise and give me some sweets. Bunty was already very annoyed by his loss. So he was already very angry. And when Tom asked for sweets, he could no longer restrain himself. So when Tom asked that he should give him sweets, he could not stop himself. He picked up a stick and began to thrash Tom. Come on, taste these sweets. Is this enough for you, or do you want some more? Tom ran for saving his life. He could not understand after all what went wrong. But one has to face a number of problems while treading the path of goodness. He consoled himself. I should not feel disheartened. So this Tom, he just ran away from there, but he thought could not understand that after all why he was beaten by Bunty. What went wrong? But he consoled himself, he comforted himself, he made himself happy by thinking that one has to face a number of problems while treading or walking on the path of goodness. So he thought that he should not feel disheartened, he should not lose the hope. After having walked a little further, he met Dhilu deer, sick with fever. Please carry me home. I can't walk on my own. I am very sick, pleaded Dhilu in a feeble voice. So after he went further, he met Dhilu deer who was very sick. So Dhilu requested Tom to carry him on his back because he was very weak. Yes, of course. I will carry you home. Come on, climb on my back, said Tom in a spirited manner. As Tom walked on carrying Dhilu on his back, just then saw a mad wolf. So on the way when he was carrying Dhilu on his back, he met a mad wolf. Tom had old enmity with that mad wolf. Seeing him, he lost his temper and began to kick him harshly. So when he met this wolf, so Tom already was very angry with this wolf. He had enmity या पुरानी दुश्मनी उसके साथ थी. So seeing him, he lost his temper and he started beating him, kicking him harshly. In his anger, he forgot all about poor Dhilu, whom he was carrying on his back. While Mad Wolf ran away, Dhilu fell off Tom's back. Now Tom began to kick him instead, thinking him to be Mad Wolf. So while the Mad Wolf ran away, so Dhilu fell from the donkey's back, and Tom thought that he was the wolf, and he started kicking Dhilu instead of the wolf. Stop, idiot! You are hitting me! Help! Dhilu shouted. And then Tom realized his mistake. Do you intend to kill me? So, are you planning to kill me? Asked Dhilu, groaning in pain. So, screaming in pain, Dhilu asked him that you are just planning to kill me. I never expected this from you. So, Tom's endeavor to help someone once again met with a failure. So, Tom's attempt to help someone again was failed. He became tearful and moved on, but still he did not lose hope. He reached an open auditorium. Many people were sitting there in rows. Tom could not. Tom could see that these people were waiting for something to happen on the stage. So, as he entered the auditorium, he saw many people waiting for something to happen on the stage. The show should have started by now, but there is no sign of our singer as yet. Suddenly, Tom heard one of the organizers of the show talking to another. So, Tom heard that there were two organizers, they were talking among themselves that their singer has not arrived yet. So all the people in the auditorium, they were waiting for the singer to arrive. The crowd is getting restless. If the program is delayed further, they will tear us to pieces, commented an organizer. So one of the organizers said that if the singer will not arrive on time, the people will tear them to pieces. The people will become angry. I am there to help you. Give me a chance, said Tom, coming to their rescue. So in order to save them from this difficult situation, Tom said that I am ready to help you. Give me a chance. Our singer has not arrived as yet. Can you sing for us? Of course I can. I often sing when I am all alone, said Tom. The organizers gave him a mic and sent him onto the stage. The moment he began to sing Dhenchu, Dhenchu, the audience started beating him. Hearing him singing so badly, the crowd went berserk. Berserk means the crowd was out of control with anger when they heard the Dhenchu, Dhenchu of this Tom. People began to break the chairs. They even demanded their money back. So they started breaking the chairs, and they started demanding their money back. You moron donkey, means you stupid donkey, what you have done? You have ruined us, you have destroyed us. The organizers abused him and started beating him with broken chairs. So here also the donkey was beaten. Somehow Tom saved himself and ran away. A little further, he came across a potter sitting on the roadside. So when he went further, he saw a potter who was sitting on the roadside. My donkey has fallen ill. Carry these pots to my house. I will be so grateful to you, he requested Tom. Tom, who was determined to help anybody without any cost, readily agreed. So when the potter said that because my donkey is ill, so carry my pots to my home. So this Tom, he agreed and said that he will carry the pots to his house. The potter loaded all his pots on Tom's back. Since Tom was overburdened, he had difficulty in walking while the potter wanted him to hurry up. As per his habit, the potter took a stick and started to hit him on the back, saying, "Walk fast, I have to reach home before evening." Tom was startled, means Tom was shocked. He had not expected a beating like this while trying to help a needy. He lost his balance and fell down. The pots he was carrying were all smashed, they were all broken. "Oh, you king of idiots! You have broken all my pots." He began to thrash him madly. Instead of getting some pots on his back, got only beating, he fled instantly. He quickly ran away from there as the potter also started beating him. "Why was I punished whenever I tried to help others? Why did people scold me, beat me, and call me by other fancy names rather than my original name, the dung key, a key to do all things?" Danny asked the wise man later in the evening. So Tom, it's not Danny. Tom went to the wise man and he asked him that whenever he was trying to help others, why others were just scolding him or beating him, and why others were calling him with the fancy names other than his original name. That his original name is Donkey, means a key to do all things, while the other peoples were calling him stupid and silly and with other fancy names, and they were just scolding him and beating him all the time. He asked wise man, "It is good to help others, but you must also learn to use your brain. Otherwise, you will be considered silly for generations to come," said the wise man. So the wise man advised him that it's good that he is helping others, but helping others, he should use his brain also. Otherwise, he will be considered silly by others. Tom realized his fault, so he realized his mistake and decided that he would always give some thought before starting any work. So he decided that from here over, whenever he will do any work, he will use his brain and think about it. But many of his afterward generations were failed, and many of his forthcoming are supposed to be failed. But we can see that this donkeys are always called stupid till now, because till now they have not been able to use their brains. So children, we learn from this story. What we learn that before doing anything we should think about it, and whenever we are doing any work we should always use our brain, otherwise the others will call us silly or stupid. So use your brain whenever you are doing anything.